So Brooke started with OT at T.E.A.M for Kids, and she started when she was just a little over 3, and she has significant delay in her fine and gross motor skills, along with sensory processing challenges. So when we came to T.E.A.M for Kids, we were trying to navigate her sensory processing and how to help her with that. And one of the great things about T.E.A.M for Kids is not only has Brooke been very successful, she's now 10, and she's just made leaps and bounds progress since she's been here, but T.E.A.M for Kids has really educated my husband and I, and we now have a son who's 5, and it even helped him along with understanding his sister's condition and how we as a family can help her, and how Brooke, now that she's 10, can really advocate and navigate her condition herself. And so that has been incredibly helpful. I think for us, we see the large progress she's made in being able to put on her socks and being able to take off and put on clothes. But I think anyone, even if they weren't in the world of therapies, would be the most obvious progress she's made has been with her speech. So shortly after we came to T.E.A.M for Kids, we started looking into speech services, and thankfully she was with the same speech therapist for a significant period of time. And our daughter uses primarily an ODCOM device to communicate. And really, when Brooke started at T.E.A.M for Kids, she wasn't really verbalizing anything by mouth, and very minimal signs for communication. So since she's done speech at T.E.A.M for Kids, she has probably about 10 plus words that she can verbalize clearly that anyone would be able to understand, more words that just her family can understand. And she is phenomenal with her device. She went from saying just one word to communicate, and honestly it was like 5 different words on her device that she'd say, to now complex sentences. She'll use a full sentence. She did a presentation at school with her device, which was phenomenal. And that presentation was really important because we've had to advocate for her to be included in a gen ed classroom, and this was a way for her peers and even her teacher to get to know her. So because of the effort and the knowledge that T.E.A.M for Kids has poured into her, and even in their efforts to collaborate with her therapist at school, she's been successful. She's been successful with her speech, but she's also been successful just in life in general. She gets to have a quality of life because she can communicate her needs and her wants, and this allows her to be able to take a step towards advocating for things that she wants to do and doesn't want to do. And really all of that started at T.E.A.M for Kids. There was a foundation from early intervention and all of that. But she really got that foundation from T.E.A.M for Kids and then has just taken off. And we're so grateful that we've been able to stay along for the ride, because we really couldn't imagine anywhere else Brooke being for all the success that she has. If I were to give advice to any parent, I always tell parents, we are with the people that we're with because we love them and they've really loved on our family. When we find the golden nugget, we stay with it, and T.E.A.M for Kids is definitely that. We want people who are knowledgeable, and our daughter has a rare genetic condition, and she tests severely low when it comes to her intellectual capabilities. So we want to find people who are knowledgeable and who have good work ethic and that we see work well with our daughter and with our family. And that's really all we care about. But then if we can find people who we like and who really feel like part of the family and make us feel like part of the family, that's just icing on the cake. And that's one of the reasons we love T.E.A.M for Kids, is everyone here is extremely knowledgeable. They have a passion for helping kids be successful, but also educating and helping families be successful. And it's really it's a family environment. I have always felt like family, and that's what I would say is try to find that, and we found it at T.E.A.M for Kids, and I think anyone who takes a look around, I would be surprised if they couldn't find that here too.